Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're all really well and you're coping at home with whoever you're being forced to see every single day. For me, it's really like right now, but I think that's like that for everyone. So today's video is just gonna be a just for fun vid. This idea came to me when I looked around me all of a sudden and I realized that I may have developed a slight online shopping addiction. I mean, there's not much else to be getting on with during lockdown other than drinking my bar dry and cooking really elaborate 3-course meals and rinsing everything on Netflix. And it is a random ass assortment of stuff. So before we jump into it and I show you what I've been spending my hard-earned dollar on, I just want to say hello to all of the new people watching this video. I'm so glad you've ended up here on my channel. I would absolutely love it if you hit subscribe and you enjoyed the content that you watched today, because it means the world to me more than ever. Every single one of you guys, you followers, you subscribers, you all count and you all just make me so happy that you're here. So thank you. Big thank you to everyone that's been a subscriber already, and a huge thank you to anyone new to my channel. Hello and welcome. So let's jump in with the video. I'm looking down because all of my purchases, I went around the house earlier today like grabbing them up. All of my purchases are spread out at my feet and I'm just, there could not be a more random assortment here. Some of it's feel good, some of it is what I deem necessity at the time, some of it's creative. Let me just grab something at random. So very quickly I realized that I'm gonna need more than just alcohol and television to get through these quarantine months. This is something I never thought I would buy, honestly, but here I am, the proud owner of one 1,000 piece poolside jigsaw puzzle. I haven't done a jigsaw since 1995 probably, like honestly, like with the inception of the internet, but here we are. I got this off a specific jigsaw puzzle site. I really feel like jigsaw puzzles must be just having like a moment right now. They must be just, sales are through the roof, because I've seen a lot of them on Instagram stories and that's kind of where I got the idea from to buy one. So yeah, I picked out a 1,000 piece because I wanted a challenge, or I wanted to bore myself senseless. But I picked this picture because I just thought it was so like, I mean, it's a bit of escapism, isn't it? Like, I'm not going to be seeing a poolside like that. It looks like a Miami Beach club or something for a very long time. So it's either going to be amazing escapism or pure torture putting together this 1,000 piece puzzle. I will link everything that I'm talking about down below. This puzzle site had a ton of puzzles, something for everyone. Another entertaining order was this playing cards order. I realized when we went into lockdown and I think I was drunk actually, and I wanted to play a game. I think I might have mentioned strip poker to Nate, who shut me down very quickly. But I realized we didn't actually have a pack of cards in the house, so I quickly bought them. And then they arrived. We've opened this set. We start with the blue. We actually played for the first time on my birthday. I love how traditional they are, but I think it's just a really good item to have around the house because you can like do tricks with it, you can entertain yourself if you know games. I actually only know one card game, and that is Gin Rummy. So I taught Nate and we played that all night long. A pack of cards is like £2, and if you are into your cards, get a pack because now is the time, right? Third up was this product which was straight up Instagram marketing. I was influenced by someone I saw that they bought this thing called BioLife International Air Cleanse Anti-Allergen Spray. Now my allergies have been flaring up. We're coming into summer. Normally they start around late March. So yeah, I've been taking my nasal spray every single day, but I'm still getting like quite itchy, watery eyes. So I figured since we've got like all the doors and windows thrown open in the apartment, I would buy some of this stuff because somebody on Instagram said that Emma Louise Connolly loved it. I mean, I don't even really, she's a model on Instagram, but I just wanted it. It's an acts fast to trap and neutralize allergen particles in the air, including pollen, dust mite, pet, and mold. It doesn't say anywhere on there that it gets rid of coronavirus particles in the air. I just thought it would be a nice thing to have around the house, and it could possibly help my allergies. And it had rave reviews from Emma Louise Connolly, who I don't even follow. Life-changing products for allergy sufferers. Helps with sneezing, wheezing, asthma, eczema, and hives. Oh, so it actually can get rid of dust mites and dust mite residue. Removes allergens on soft furnishings. Spray at the rate of 4 squirts per square meter once a month. Spray your rooms at midday and again between 5 and 6 in the evening. This is not just an air freshener. I actually I thought I was just buying a fancy air freshener. It's actually medicinal. Eucalyptus and Peruvian balsam essential oils. Should we give it a go? Ooh. Ooh, smells like a Moroccan hammam. I like it. It's really fresh. I love eucalyptus as well. Actually, I'm really pleased with that. I mean, obviously I don't know if it works, but it smells fantastic. Thanks, Emma Louise Connolly. Right at the beginning of the lockdown when everyone was panicking, I mean, that's not to say we're not still panicking. I panic every single day. There was like a lot of stuff going around on the internet to like promote using small businesses right now, because obviously all businesses are struggling, but particularly small ones that don't have the capital to like back them up when they're not taking their normal takings or earnings. So I actually did a thing on my Instagram where I was promoting, I got people to send in small businesses that they either owned or they knew people who owned them, and I was promoting them for a short time on my stories. And one of the businesses that I promoted was Wax and Wick's workshop, and I think it's an East London based candle shop, and I thought their products were just really gorgeous. So I'm a sucker for a candle. I always have candle burning, rain, shine, winter, summer, spring. So I went onto their website. They are not cheap, but they come packaged really lovely in these like boxes with the label, with all the ingredients. And I chose grapefruit and sage and neroli and basil. So they look like this, the neroli and basil one. That's so nice. Neroli is just such an expensive scent, you know? And they're quite big as well. And then the second one, grapefruit and sage. Oh my god. Grapefruit is like one of my most favorite smells ever. It's my favorite fruit as well. I can eat a grapefruit a day. That's really nice and like zingy and zesty and uplifting, but then like you've got the sage as well. It gives it like a little bit of an earthy green touch. They're lovely. Hand poured in the UK, 100% recycled glass. Lovely, I can't wait to burn those. So next up, if you guys do follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw this item. I was so excited when it arrived. It came from Denmark. It is a fruit bowl. So it's designed by a brand called Matthias Mollenbach. I think that's how you say it. They're a Danish brand. They're a home interiors design brand, and they do some really beautiful home decor pieces. They're not cheap. I mean, they're beautiful. So they've got like a little bit of a price tag, but why I got this, I was literally just, as you do, like scrolling Instagram, and I got served an ad on stories, and it was like Matthias Mollenbach, who, by the way, I had no idea, I'd never heard of this person or this brand, is doing factory seconds at 50% off. And then they showed this glass bowl, and I just thought it was the most beautiful thing. Like, it's so sculptural and architectural, and the way it catches the light when it's on the wooden table, it's got the fruit in it. I just love it. And it was factory second, and honestly, to the naked eye, you can't actually see that there's anything wrong with it. The only thing, when I put it on the table, it has like a slight rock to it if you press it. But yeah, it looks great, and I'm so happy with it. I'll put a little picture up on the screen. You can see it in its glory with the fruit. Time some fashion. I did a little shop on Ganni. I love the brand Ganni. I have a few pieces from them already. So I decided to buy myself 2 items. It comes in this little paper bag like this. One was my birthday party outfit. Now, anyone who has been in lockdown for the last 6 weeks will have had to have their party cancelled if they were planning one and celebrate their birthday indoors in lockdown, in quarantine. I had to do that 2 weeks ago, and it was sad. And I had actually bought a dress for the occasion because at the time we thought we were getting out around April 13th. That's so weird when you say that. It's like we're in prison or something. So a part of me held on to the hope that we would be out on April 13th and I would be able to have my party that was planned on April 19th. With hindsight, that is the most ridiculous notion. It was never gonna happen. But I went ahead and I got the dress because I was like, there will be a time in the future when we do get let out and we can celebrate. So I went ahead and I got this really lovely, I think it's silk. It's fully silk leopard print dress. I'm not gonna try it on because I wanna show you guys it in all its glory when it's actually time to put it on properly and wear it for the celebration that it was bought for. I'll put a little picture of it on the model right here so you can see what it looks like, but I just love it. It's full silk, it's a wrap dress, it's mini, it's got these really lovely sash ties, so when it goes around your middle it's kind of like an obi belt, like a kimono style. The sleeves are like really voluminous as well, and then they nip in at the end, and it's a v-neck, and I just love it. I mean, I don't know what it looks like on yet because I haven't tried it, and I literally just unwrapped it for the first time in front of you guys. But yeah, that was like quite spenny. Also from Ganni, I got myself a t-shirt, which I love. I love this t-shirt. It's just to wear with jeans or denim cutoffs. It's super oversized. Got this like weird 80s sort of like computer graphic on it there with a yin yang sign being like beamed down from a spaceship. The more I describe this, the more ridiculous it sounds. But I just think this is so cool. It's like such a nice oversized tee. I hope it fits nice when I put it on with jeans, and you know that it's just gonna get better with age. You're gonna wash it. It's already like a little bit washed out, like dark charcoal gray, but you know the more you wash it and like when the paint starts to crack, it's just gonna look really cool and vintage. So I knew when I purchased this I'll have it forever. I never get old of these types of tees, and they really quickly become my favorite items in my wardrobe. So next up, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I love reading. And actually, when we first went into lockdown, I went on a furious bookshop and bought a ton of books. Like, I bought loads of trashy novels for my Kindle, which I can't show you because they're on my Kindle, and then I bought a ton of self-help books, just like positive motivational books or like educational books on mental health and like the way the human mind works. And I literally, they all arrived and I didn't touch them. In fact, I couldn't even look at them because I was just like so up and down with this whole lockdown thing. The last thing I wanted was to like read a book on like understanding myself. Anyway, something's changed in the last week and I have actually started one of the books, so I'm going to show you what I bought because it really does explain kind of where my head was at for each purchase. The first one I bought was Indistractable by RHIAN. I think that's, I'm not sure how you say the name. I actually heard about this on a podcast I was listening to, the Sean Stevenson podcast, and this guy was actually on talking about this book, Indistractable, How to Control Your Attention and Choose Your Life. Now that really stood out to me because I am quite easily distracted. As someone who runs their own business and is accountable to nobody, I sometimes have a problem focusing. If you value your time and you really want to improve your focus in your relationships and your productivity, then apparently it's a great book. I feel more than ever right now we are looking for distractions when really we should be looking for things that fulfill us and focus us and keep us going. Short-lived distractions are part of life and they're fun and it's fine. It's just I really want to, what I want to gain from this book is to like be more focused at my work. So yeah. So the second one is The Comparison Cure by Lucy Sheridan. I actually saw this on someone's Instagram. They recommended it. It feels very poignant right now. Obviously social media is a wonderful place, but it can make us feel a little less than perfect or a little less than enough sometimes. I certainly struggle with that, you know, watching all my friends and my peers doing what I do and doing different work and, you know, gaining followers, or like when something's really successful, it like sometimes you see it and you can't help but feel like question your own output. Are you doing enough? Is what you're doing quality enough? It's so easy. It's so easy working online and being online and having all these apps to just question your own worth. It's kind of like a workshop, so there's bits that you fill in and stuff. And finally we have Attached. Now this is quite an old book. It's over 10 years old, but it has recently been updated, and I put it on my stories the other day saying I bought it because I'm so interested in relationships and how they work and how to get the best out of my relationship, my personal relationships with Nate, my family, my friends. The older I get, the more interesting it becomes. This book called Attached is basically talking about how everybody has a different attachment style, whether you're an anxious attached, you're a secure attached, or you're an avoidant attached. By learning which type of attachment style you have, you can actually understand better your behaviors and your choices that you make in a relationship. So it's basically, it's not telling you to change, it's not saying, and what I thought, because I have an anxious attachment style in my relationship due to a previous relationship where I was like emotionally abused, caused me to be really preoccupied with my attachment style, to be quite anxious and worried in relationships. So yeah, I thought that this was going to be a book on how to sort of change yourself, but you can't really change yourself. It's more about becoming aware and accepting it, and then helping yourself make better decisions and be more aware of why you might feel a certain way in your relationship. Again, the book has like quizzes, case studies. I've already started this one actually. Okay, next up, as lockdown began, like many, I was full of good intentions for, you know, finding a new creative passion or learning a new language, blah. I used to paint a lot, and I have an art box here at my house, and I dragged it out like day 5 of quarantine. I was like, right, now is the time to sit down and actually paint because I love painting. I just always pretend like I don't have the time, but really I'm not putting the time aside. So I thought I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna buy some new art supplies, some new paints, some new brushes, canvases. This is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be frickin' Picasso by the end of this shit. I mean, the boards aren't touched. I bought 3 canvases. I got my tools. I got some Artist's Natural Sea Sponge. I don't know, it just sounded cool. And then I also got, I realized when I was going through my tools that I didn't have any like really tiny paintbrushes. So I bought these and I just realized they're pretty much all the same size. I also realized that most of my acrylics had dried out. So I got some Winsor & Newton professional acrylics. If anyone's thinking of starting painting in a big way, like they're ambitious, they're going in, I would always suggest you buy an extra tube of white because it's the color you use the most. Any day now, guys, I'm gonna be creating a masterpiece. So next up, I haven't opened these yet, as you can see. They arrived today. I made a mood board on Pinterest and it wasn't enough, so I put it on Canva and I like rearranged all the photos of all the stuff that I wanted to achieve this year and next year, because let's face it, this year's gonna be freaking over by the time we get out. I saved it to my desktop and then I realized that that wasn't enough. I needed this vision board printed. I needed to touch the vision board and pin it to my wall, pin it to the fridge. So I went online and I googled printing services because I don't own a printer because I'm a 21st century gal, and I just came across these guys. They were relatively cheap. Like a lot of the people were like, oh, you need at least 100 copies, and I knew that was, I mean, even if I had turned up with 100 copies, Nate would just be like, you're not putting 100 copies of your freaking vision board all over my house, which is understandable. So, oh look, they've sent me a sweetie. Here's my vision board. I got two sizes, one for my office and then one for the, I don't know where this is going, maybe like in the bathroom. Yeah, this is my vision board. There's actually quite a lot of me on it because I wanted to be able to relate more to what I was seeing. I'm obviously like already fabulous. So I put like my best looks here. There's like one of me in Mykonos, one of me on a yacht, one of me enjoying champagne brunch, one of me in an Amanda Wigley suit looking like a badass boss bitch. And then, you know, I put loads of other stuff, like, you know, my ambitions, like I want to own a sex toy brand, I want a skincare line, candles. I put my dream house here. I got the little puppy, I got the engagement ring, I got it all. I figured, you know, with us being in lockdown now, there's gonna be so much time for baths. So when I realized that we were out of salts, I decided to get a big boy bucket of West Lab Relaxing Magnesium Flakes. I love a bath. I love a bath. Like, I like to do a Sunday bath where I light the candles, I run the bath, I put the soap, the bubbles, the essential oils, I put the salts in, I do like 4 back-to-back face masks, I have a glass of wine, I read my Kindle, blah, blah, blah. It's just, I love it. It's like one of my favorite times of the week. And I don't often have time to do it, but I knew in lockdown there would be plenty of time for having bougie bath. I didn't know what salts I was gonna go for. I wanted to make sure they were legit. And remember this when you buy salts for your bath. Not all salts are created equal. You want the really good quality, raw material magnesium flake, or you want the Epsom salts. They do kind of the same things, but they also do different things. Epsom salts is basically a detoxifier. They're good for like getting rid of water weight. They're super detoxing on the body, and they make your skin so soft. Like it's weird, like salt water making your skin soft, but honestly, every time I put my Epsom salts in my bath, my skin is so soft afterwards. Now, magnesium flakes, sorry, is better for sort of like aching muscles. Now, magnesium is a nutrient that we all need, and we don't often get enough of, so having a magnesium bath or like having a magnesium flake like foot soak is a really good way to get those nutrients into your blood. I love West Lab. I've been buying their products for years, I trust them, and I just went for the big ass bucket. This is the relaxing blend. It helps calm and de-stress the mind and body, helps support healthy sleeping patterns, and it's 100% pure with nothing added. I'm already halfway through the bucket. When I was a teenager and I lived in Puerto Rico in the Caribbean, we went to a preparatory school for like college preparatory school. It was like an international private school, and we had the most hideous uniforms, burgundy polo shirts, 2-button, short sleeve, and then these like god-awful Land's End khaki shorts, like the kind of shorts that like a 60-year-old man who had no style would wear on the golf course. To make things even worse, because we weren't unstylish enough, there was like a little trend that erupted when I went there to wear, I kid you not, Birkenstocks with socks and these god-awful paper bag shorts, and it was just the coolest thing. Like if you had the ankle sock like halfway up your shin, pulled up, extra points for it being a crazy pattern or design, and then you had the granddad clog Birkenstock shoe and your old man short, you were just the fucking coolest thing in the world, right? I've just bought myself a ton of like long maxi like spring dresses in linen and cotton blends, and I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna get myself a pair of Birkenstocks. So I did. These came from Amazon. They are the Boston clog, and they're like a suede, but they're not suede, they're more like a matte suede, like they're not like hairy suede. I'm so happy with them. I've been wearing them loads. I wear them with my Nike or Kappa socks pulled up with my joggers, and I just look like I don't give a shit, and that's why I feel so damn cool. And that's where all my money is going. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I know it's so random, but I wanted to show you what I've been doing, spending my money on. I don't regret any of these purchases, if I'm totally honest. I feel like one day I will use them all at some point. It's all around, I think, a great set of purchases. I don't regret anything. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Any ideas for quarantine style videos that you want to see from me, again, comment down below. Yeah, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe so you get alerts from me when I do post weekly. And yeah, I will see you back here on my channel really soon. Bye for now, guys.